What's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new movie night with Zach. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. So tonight for a movie night with Zach, we are checking out a 2018 horror film, that being House Shark. Yeah, we're in big trouble now. We're in the shit. I actually watched a trailer for this movie, and just judging by what I saw in the trailer, August Underground's Mortem's championship reign as the worst movie I've ever seen is probably coming to an end. And you know what? I even went and seeked out the third August Underground movie, August Underground's Penance. I'm not gonna lie, I dug the shit out of it. But August Underground's Mortem right now is the worst movie I have ever seen, and I'm about 100% certain that House Shark is gonna take over as the champ. From what I've gathered, this movie is a mixture of a ripoff of Sharknado. I guess somebody out there thought that it was a good idea to rip off Sharknado because everybody loved Sharknado. And Jaws, which is a big no-no. You don't rip off Jaws. Steven Spielberg is my favorite film director, and you do not rip off Jaws. I don't care if you rip off Sharknado. I'm just not really. This thing is almost 2 hours long. And I feel like my suffering is going to just. This is just going to be painful. My suffering is going to get worse with every second that goes by during this movie. And I think it might start to end once I see those end credits roll. But maybe this thing might actually be somewhat redeemable. Maybe. Maybe there might be one scene in here that's slightly redeemable. I won't know unless I fucking hit play. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and check out, almost called it Shark in the House. House Shark. Oh boy. Are you serious? So everything from the cinematic style to the music and the fonts of the credits is a rip-off of the opening of Jaws. And honestly, I can't say I'm surprised in any way. This movie has already failed. We are 59 seconds into this movie, and this movie has already failed.
Sure you want to wear that, though?
So I'm expected to believe that this guy that looks like he's about 3 years older than his son. I'm supposed to believe that this guy is also this kid's father. He looks like he's 3 years older than him.
Living in a tent in the backyard.
And why not?
Really? Winter's coming. What are you going to do then?
I don't know. Build an igloo.
An igloo? Really, Frank?
Yeah, why not? Igloos are warm. I mean, if they're good enough for the Chinese, they're good enough for me.
Either get him back in a real house, or I'm going to sue you for full custody. Why don't you sell the house?
I'm actually starting to forget that this movie is about a shark.
I can't sell it.
That's because you won't let anyone inside.
No. You don't understand. No one understands. It's not safe in there. I want to demolish that house. I want to burn it to ashes. And then I want to burn those ashes. And then I want to put those ashes in a canister and shoot them towards the sun. Then I want to take a nuclear bomb and shoot it at the sun.
I get the point, Frank.
I can't take this shit. I am fighting back the urge to turn this fucking thing off.
Sort of monster in there.
I have to get a beer or just I have to do something here. This movie is giving me nothing to go off of.
That's all.
There is a
Nothing
monster.
has fucking happened. We are like 20 minutes, 15 minutes into this fucking movie. Nothing has happened.
It's looking at me, undressing me with its eyes.
Birds wore their skins, ate their flesh, and gave humble praise to their spirit. But like the dolphin before him, the shark one day discovered the vast oceans. There they found they were the top of nature's food chain, Even man was prey to this mighty creature within its depths. And so, they stayed. Most of them.
Do you think you can take it?
I am most certain of it.
Let's kill us some mother truckin' house shark.
I gotta turn this fucking thing off. We're an hour into this movie, and this movie is just, it's boring. Nothing of any significance has happened.
No.
Don't be telling me my business, Mr. Taylor.
God, I want everybody involved with this movie to just collapse and die.
I think I know
Turn
how
this shit
to
down a little bit.
stand.
Yeah, I want everybody involved with this movie to just die a painful, miserable death. This has already beat August Underground's Mortem. There is no coming back from this. This movie.
Put a penis on me.
Oh my god.
Maybe it was the house shark.
I got 40 fucking minutes of this garbage. Nothing has happened. Why? This plot is going nowhere. Why do I still have 45 fucking minutes left of this? This is the worst acting I've ever seen in a movie. I have to apologize to fucking, what's his name, Fred Vogel, or whatever the hell his name is, that does the whole August Underground. They did the August Underground movies. I gotta apologize to that guy. He is not the worst filmmaker I've ever seen.
Do not sail afar. I love you and will marry you, you silly Jack Jar.
You can't be fucking serious.
Look at me. I'm kissing your girlfriend. Oh, she's so pretty. I think I love her.
Is any of this supposed to be funny? Nothing about this is funny. I mean, like I said, I've given up on this movie within the first minute. Did they steal music from Jaws? That sounds like music out of Jaws. I can't tell if this is supposed to be a rip-off of... This is more of a rip-off of Jaws. It's just, this is Jaws in a house. This is literally... all this bullshit with this stupid rubber shark. This is all taking place inside a house. What is this bullshit? Is that a fucking phaser? What the fuck is that? Looks like something out of Star Trek. Are you fucking serious? So the shark has fingers and can grab things? What the fuck am I watching? At least it killed the idiot with the shark onesie. Because I was getting tired of that idiot, but... God. This movie is just pitiful. These are the worst water effects I've ever seen, and you can tell that... Okay, whoa. Okay, I got a question here. How is he swimming underwater with a life jacket? How is he able to... And how are these people still alive, is my question. They've been underwater for a few minutes now, and I don't see how they're even still alive. Then again, it's not really that surprising since this water looks fake, but, of course I didn't expect anything. I'm sure the budget Oh, they couldn't even be asked to hang toy fish up with with a with some string and move them across the screen. No, they had to just they had to use some crappy effect. How much longer of this thing do I have? I have got 15 minutes left of this. Come on. Speed it up. Oh, yeah, that skeleton of the guy that just got eaten that looks like something from the fucking Dollar Tree. Yeah, come on. Speed it up. Come on. Speed this shit up.
Make yourself scarce.
Smile, you son of a biscuit.
As I can see, nothing else happens here. So, you know what? That was House Shark. Let me shut that trash off. Okay. So, this definitely dethrones August Underground's Mortem from the worst movie I had ever seen. There's no review for this movie. You want the plot synopsis here. The plot synopsis is this kid's afraid or whatever the fuck. I don't even remember. He won't go in the house because he sees a shark, and then these idiots fight the shark. And the fighting mainly happens at in the last 20 minutes of the movie. This movie is lucky. It's lucky that I didn't have a physical copy with me, because you saw what I did to August Underground's Mortem last week. The way I destroyed the case. And I would just go as far as taking the disc, snapping it, and slitting my throat open with it, because I don't think that there is any excuse for something this shitty, this lazy, this much of a blatant ripoff of a much better film. This almost feels disrespectful to Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg is a masterful filmmaker. He is the classiest, most humble filmmaker ever. Steven Spielberg is just wholesome. The fact that these fucking idiots got together with, I don't know. It even says in the description that this shark eats like 20 people. You'd be lucky if there was about 6 people total that worked on this movie. But, yeah, as I was saying, and that's just me being generous. Steven Spielberg has never done anything, even some of his not-so-good films, he has never done anything to deserve this type of disrespect. I am literally seething with anger at what I just saw. I felt like this was completely disrespectful to Steven Spielberg. I'm shaking with anger because this is the worst movie I've ever seen. I felt like I was being unfair to Zombies when August Underground's Mortem took over for the worst film ever. I felt like I wasn't being generous because, you know what, Zombies, their reign as champion for being the worst movie I had ever seen didn't last long. August Underground's is probably the longest reigning champion. I don't see another film that I ever sit and watch being as bad as House Shark. This movie, like I said, there's no review. There's no review here. If I can give somewhat of a review, all the acting was terrible. The characters, the mother, son, and father, all look like they're brother and sister. They all look like they're the same fucking age. Anyway, the effects were dog shit. The shark looked stupid. Didn't look good at all. I mean, it would have looked fine if it was a CGI shark. I would have taken that. But it was obviously some dickhead in a fucking costume. This cheap-ass rubber shark that they got probably from... It looks like they got it from fucking Party City. Or, better yet, the fucking Dollar Tree. This is... just everything looked like shit. The gore effects looked like shit. The characters were stupid. You could tell they were trying to make them funny, and they just were not funny in the slightest. Nothing here was funny. Nothing here was clever. This was just a big slap in the face to Spielberg. And I'm sure Spielberg hasn't sat down and watched this. I'm sure Spielberg has better things to do than sit and watch these kind of movies. This was requested by my fiance, by the way. And this will be the last time she ever requests anything. Last time. I let her slide with Zombies. That was kind of her grace period. But, no, you're not getting any more requests now. Not after this. Fuck me. That was, And that thing was almost 2 hours fucking long. I swear to God, I wish I had a physical copy of it right now so I could just break it and just rip the fucking case and snap the fucking disc and slit my fucking throat open with it. But before I did that, actually, I would take the fucking disc and snap it in half, and I think I'd go hack every single one of these idiots to fucking death with it, because fuck me. Nobody should ever be allowed to make a movie this fucking shitty and get away with it. That is all I have to fucking say.